BRB. Okay, now get the copy and go to Facebook. Again, BRB. Okay, so I'm back. Just hanging out here. Okay, so I'm back. Just hanging out here. It's a kind of a wintry mixed day today. It's icy outside, so I haven't gone anywhere. Wanted to talk a little bit about something that came up yesterday. And basically, I was scrolling through Facebook in the evening and saw that Gina Carano posted an update on her court case because people have been asking her. And basically, she said that there would be an update within the next few weeks. I don't know what that means. It's the thumbnail. Her update's the thumbnail for this video. So I expect we get quite a few updates and about a lot of things like her and Karen McCarthy, the Indy Satchel Gate from Indiana Jones and Dial of Destiny, etc. So it's gonna be interesting. Do I talk a little bit about this? Collider took, and the reason why I don't like using Collider is that they are a fan channel. Collider is not a real news organization. They're right up there with, as far as I'm concerned, Red Letter Media is somebody not to really trust or have any respect for. Anyway, I want to talk a little bit about what they found that Disney's, and I didn't talk about this yesterday because I was feeling like crap, and I still do. You can hear my throat. I've got a cold and have been fighting it for the last 3 days, and and I've also got some other news, but I'm going to put that in a community note because I haven't been able to push it out to people who can put it in the the thing here. Let's put it this way. I've got some news about Craig, and we're doing a fundraiser for him. If you're an oldie, you know who Craig Johnson is. He's the guy behind Reviews for You. They locked his channel so he couldn't go live anymore. And it's really sad what's going on with him right now. So, but I might do an extra live later, and if Jay Cotto can break free, we're gonna probably do a show for him. Anyway, I want to talk a little bit about the Disney subscribers. So I can't remember the financial the web page, but it's a legit source. Collider took it, so I was like, I don't trust this. Apparently, the subtext of yesterday's streaming numbers was the fact that, hey, Dave, Disney lost 700,000 subscribers over the last couple months. Okay. I'm not sure if I believe that. All right, there we are. We're back. The financial people were pretty much there saying this is what he really was talking about. Very interesting. Don't know what it means, but I thought that the earnings report was rather mediocre. Then I started looking at the downward trajectory of the stock prices. So obviously something happened there. And I said hi, Dave, right? Okay, good. So yeah, they apparently, I might have to actually go in and do the math myself. Lost 700,000 subscribers to Disney Plus. Okay, great, Dave. But when you look at it, is that because European and foreign markets were leaving for some, you know, carriage deal reason or whatever? I don't see. That's the thing, is that you can't sit there and scream Disney Star Wars like everybody, including Star Wars Theory, who now is starting to believe his own press. Stop it. Okay. Um, you know, if it's just foreign people leaving because of whatever, then it's not, you know, the arrogance and the hubris of and the pretensions of, you know, teeny tiny people who have a big presence on YouTube. Okay? I mean, shut the fuck up. Anyway, so yeah, I'm just like whatever. So we got that going. All right, that's interesting, and I'm gonna keep my eye on it. Then Harrison Ford was being interviewed by a girl named Roki Theus, black journalist, for Extra TV. And she first asked a stupid question of why he wasn't wearing red. Second of all, then she couldn't understand. She kept calling stop motion photography, which is how they did Red Hulk. Can't believe I'm gonna have to fucking see that movie. How they did Red Hulk. It's stop motion. It's right. It's Harryhausen. It's that stuff. She didn't know what it was. Then she starts, trying to get him to attack President Trump. And I did a video on this, so go watch it in more in depth. And it's like, why would he do that and smear the movie more than Anthony Mackie already did with his stupidity? All right, guy's almost 83 years old. He's not stupid. And I'm looking at her going, you shut the fuck up, you little bitch. You know, anyway, it was just, and then of course, she brings up the fact that, well, Anthony Mackie is black, translated DEI, representation, yada, 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 blah, blah, blah. Okay. And Harrison, if you watch the video, he basically says, Captain America is Captain America. It doesn't matter if he's black, white, red, yellow, orange. And in this movie, Anthony Mackie is Captain America. Okay, so that's what he's saying. And do you guys like my? Yep, my new cup. So it was very interesting to me because he basically was not as acerbic and as Bill Maher has been. Bill Maher went after Chappell Roan, the queer little untalented bitch singer, who made some sort of stupid pronouncements. Who does she think runs the fucking music industry, the film industry? I mean, shut up. And Bill Maher took her to task. If I could find that video, I would find it. It was awesome. Okay. She's, like all the rest of these girls, she doesn't think, she reacts. She's not capable of thinking critically. She doesn't know history. She probably doesn't even know the Holocaust happened. There we are. Okay. You can feel sorry for people without attacking the people that were at a music festival, the girls who got raped, Shani Loke, okay, the little tattoo artist. She was being violently assaulted, raped, when her terrorist assailant shot her in the head and continued to rape her. Then she was beheaded. Then her body was paraded through the streets. You think people, the Jewish community, might be a little bit upset ever since, they said never again, and yet here we are. But we're not supposed to remember that little girl or the other girls that were raped and assaulted and mutilated and shot. I mean, the whole family slaughtered. Okay, whole families. And what are they supposed to do? All right. Anyway, I don't want to get any more into that, but Bill Maher went after her, and he was right. You can disagree with some of the heavy-handed stuff going on, but for fuck's sake, at least acknowledge the reason. Okay, that's all we're asking. All right, Chapel, you're lucky you don't live in Gaza, because the moment people found out that you were a dyke, that would be the end of you. Okay, that would be the end of you. They're not sophisticated people. Okay, you attacking the Israelis after October 7th for defending themselves and trying to get rid of Hamas once and for all is like a chicken defending KFC. Like, what? Anyway, I don't want to get any more into this because it's controversial and I'll piss friends of mine off, and I'm just like, I'm not feeling well enough to get into it. Anyway, what else is going on? So we talked about Gina Carano stated on her Facebook page that we will hear something about her lawsuit in a few weeks. We've also got, Harrison Ford dressing down a woke Jasmine Crockett type Zoomer reporter. And we've got some other things going on. Now, I want to jump into this real quick. I don't have a link to Craig's GoFundMe. I did a GoFundMe today for our friend Craig Johnson Reviews for You. Now, he hasn't done any videos in a long, long time because YouTube locked his account because they wanted him to remove some videos and he wouldn't do it. And that's understandable. Craig, for the last 2 months, has been out of work. He's got some really bad kidney issues. They found a mass on his kidney. He's getting a biopsy, I think, on the 19th, and they're also looking at a gland that's swollen. So I started a GoFundMe, and I'm going to try. If I had thought about it, I would have sent Dave an email, and he could put it up there. But he needs some help. I'm trying to get $8,000. If we get a quarter of that, I'd be happy with it. It's going to go until I think we can't get any more. I think he's given up. And if I get to talk to him on the phone, I'm going to say, because I know there's some stuff going on that he could do something. And it's like, dude, this doesn't have to be this way. I mean, but I think he's fed up. His contact at Lucasfilm left a long time ago. And there was somebody deep in like Sparrow. And knew a lot more than Sparrow did, but shit happens. You got to understand people get tired of it, and life happens. I mean, I've got issues coming up, and stuff I've been dealing with for over a decade. like high blood pressure, blame Al Gore. When they were doing the Florida recount, I had to have a ready-go bag because I was going to go down to Florida with a big, massive group of volunteers, hotels paid for and everything, to shut the Democrats down. We were going to go and protest and, do all the shit that, we were going to do. And thank God he capitulated before, because I did not want to go down there at all. I was like, you just fucking concede, you obnoxious, arrogant dickwad. That was one of the more exciting moments. And, the only thing that came out of it was Joe Lieberman actually ended up being quite a cool guy. I mean, he left the Democrat Party. He ended up, being an independent because they treated him like shit. And he was done. Okay. And I respect that. Just like I respect, weirdly, our state's, version of Shrek, John Fetterman, who is a yes vote for RFK Jr. So anyway, there's that. What else is going on? So there's that. We've got Disney's earnings report. The idea that it's Star Wars made people leave, is so fucking pretentious and hubris filled and ignorant and just fuck. No. There's a lot of shit going down in the world, okay? And a lot of Europeans, I think, due to different issues going on, and a lot of other people had to cut their subscriptions, okay? They might be back, all right? Just because you decided to, I don't know, when I think of the big YouTubers, Nerdrotic, Star Wars dead, repeat. And others, they really think they have more power than they do. They really think they're more important than they are. Okay. They really think that, they have power that they don't. Like, and you kind of go, why? First off, if you're a fan, why would you want Star Wars to be dead? Why? Second of all, why do you think Disney would ever sell that franchise? No, there were rumors last summer. There was some Saudi prince who would go to the Burning Man festival way out in the middle of the desert who was interested in. That didn't work out, did it? Bob Iger is going to make sure they don't sell it. What they're trying to do, I think, is regroup. And regrouping is fine. Regrouping is